Welcome to first PUC students. I think you have studied two lessons. That is first lesson, the living world, and second one is biological classification. Okay. Today, what I am going to discuss is the third chapter, plant kingdom. Okay. In previous chapter, you have studied five kingdom system of classification of living organisms proposed by R.H. Whitaker in 1969. In the previous chapter, that is biological classification, you will come to know that the whole living organisms classified into five kingdoms. The kingdoms are Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, Kingdom Mycota or fungi, Kingdom Plantae, and Kingdom Animalia. Okay, so this system of classification was proposed by R.H. Whitaker. Now, we are following the same system of classification for the study of living organisms, that is, plants and animals. If you just recall the system, in that system, the fungi in members of the Monera Protista with cell walls are separated from plantae. It means in earlier system of classification, the fungi Monera Protista also included under the plantae. But R.H. Whitaker separated these fungi classified under the Mycota. Monera, the prokaryotes with prokaryotic type of nucleus, comes under Monera. Unicellular algae and the animals like protozoans comes under the Protista. Okay. Now the blue-green algae. Algae means blue-green algae. They are prokaryotes. Also separated and included under the kingdom Monera. So now, according to five kingdom system of classification, Monera includes bacteria, blue-green algae, and mycoplasma. The Protista includes unicellular, some algae, and unicellular protozoans. The third kingdom, fungi, includes exclusively the fungi that is non-chlorophyllous plants. Okay, this knowledge is essential for the study of this kingdom. Now let us study the fourth kingdom according to Whitaker. The fourth kingdom is the plant kingdom. Plant kingdom includes eukaryotic plants. Very important. It includes group Algae, the group Bryophytes, Pteridophytes, and Gymnosperms. So, very important point. The plant kingdom includes algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, and angiosperms. Okay, now we shall see the classification system of angiosperms. The angiosperms classified. Okay, the earliest system of classification was based on some superficial morphological characters like habit, color, number, shape of leaves, etc. So this system based on vegetative characters or androecium. The system of classification based on above characters are called artificial system of classification. So the classification includes three systems: artificial system of classification, natural system of classification, and phylogenetic system of classification. The first one is artificial system of classification. This system was proposed by Linnaeus, that is Carl Linnaeus. It is based on vegetative characters and some sexual characters, that is androecium. Okay, this system in this system closely related species are placed for FAR for spelling mistake ಆಗಿದೆ and vegetative sexual characters were given equal weightage. Look here now. In artificial system of classification, closely related species are placed far. Far means dura. In different groups because it is based on vegetative characters. Okay. Few sexual characters are considered and equal weightage is given. Since vegetative characters were affected by the environment, this system is not a correct system of classification. Okay. How means it is just like arrangement of words in a dictionary. In a dictionary, the words are arranged in alphabet manner. There is no relation between the two words which are very near. Like this, the artificial system of classification is like that. Closely related species are placed far. Okay. And next system, that is natural system of classification. Natural system of classification was proposed by Bentham and Hooker. So, who proposed natural system of classification of plants? Bentham and Hooker. The artificial system proposed by Cornelius. In this system of classification, natural affinities were taken into consideration. The system based on natural affinities of organisms, not only on the external characters, that is morphological characters, internal characters also considered. Say for example, the ultrastructure, the anatomy, and even embryology. Okay. So very important one is natural system of classification based on, proposed by Bentham and Hooker. Next, there is third system of classification called phylogenetic system of classification. This system proposed by Hutchinson, Blessey. Hutchinson system of classification called phylogenetic system of classification. One more is there. Engler and Prandtl system of classification is also there. Engler and Prandtl system of classification. What is phylogenetic system of classification? In this system of classification, or this system is mainly based on evolutionary relationships among different groups of organisms. The main thing is this system is based on evolutionary relationship or evolutionary affinities. Okay, what is meant by this evolutionary affinities? Say, usually when we discuss about evolution, we say ಮಂಗನಿಂದ ಮಾನವ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಂಗನಿಂದ ಮಾನವ ಬಂದಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮಂಗನ ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ ಅವು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಂತರ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದರೆ ಏಪ್ಸ್ಗಳು, ನಂತರ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥನು ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್, ಹೋಮೋ ಸ್ಯಾಪಿಯನ್ಸ್, descended from those organisms. There is a relationship between these animals and man also. That is what is meant by evolutionary relationships. The system assumes that plants belonging to same taxa have common ancestor. In this system, mainly fossil evidences are taken into account. Fossil evidences. I will tell you one very good example. There is a link between birds and reptiles. ರೆಪ್ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ನಿಂದ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ಲಿಂಕ್ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದರೆ, ಒಂದು ಬರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಆರ್ಕಿಯಾಪ್ಟೆರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ, ಎ ಫಾಸಿಲ್ ಬರ್ಡ್. ಫಾಸಿಲ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ ಇದು ರೆಪ್ಟೈಲ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ ಬೀಕ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಸೊ ದಿ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ಕಿಯಾಪ್ಟೆರಿಕ್ಸ್. From reptiles, the birds evolved. The evidence is Archaeopteryx. ನಾವು ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದವು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಲ್ಗೆ ಬಂತು, ಆಲ್ಗೆ ಇದ್ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರಯೋಫೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದವು, ಬ್ರಯೋಫೈಟ್ಸ್ನಿಂದ ಟೆರಿಡೋಫೈಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂತು, ಟೆರಿಡೋಫೈಟ್ಸ್ನಿಂದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಜಿಮ್ನೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಬಂತು, ಜಿಮ್ನೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಸ್ನಿಂದ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಂಜಿಯೋಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನರಿ ಟ್ರೀ. ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ಸು ಹೇಗೆ ಎವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ evolved from primitive organisms like bacteria. From bacteria, the higher plants, angiosperms with high complex body came into existence ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದೇ phylogenetic system of classification. In this system of classification, numerical taxonomy is also considered. Numerical taxonomy means number. Cytotaxonomy also considered. Cytotaxonomy means the cell structure. Chemotaxonomy, even the chemical nature, also taken into account in solving problems. Okay, thus there are three systems of classification, plant classification. One is artificial system, second is natural system, and third is phylogenetic system of classification. So, artificial system proposed by Who? Cornelius. Natural system, Bentham and Hooker. Phylogenetic system, Engler and Pruntle, Hutchinson, Blessey. Okay, that's all about a system of classification. Okay, it's an important point for the examination. Okay. Next, according to Whitaker, the plant kingdom includes algae. Now, first we shall study about algae. What are algae? Algae are chlorophyll bearing, simple, thalloid, autotrophic, non-vascular, primitive plants. What is the meaning of this? Algae are chlorophyll bearing, means have the chlorophyll pigments, the green pigment. Because of this pigment, they are autotrophic. Auto means self, trophic means mode of life. That is, algae can manufacture their own food materials. Okay. These organisms or these plants are very simple plants. Simple means the body is very simple. Non-vascular. You know, vascular means the xylem and phloem are called vascular tissues. The xylem, water conducting, phloem, food conducting, tissues are absent. That's why we call non-vascular primitive plants. From the evolution point of view, the algae are primitive groups of plants. Okay. Now, we shall study the characteristics of algae. Algae are commonly growing in fresh water or marine water. Some of them even found growing on moist soil or on rock, even on wood. Some of them associated with fungus form what is known as lichen. So, ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ? Fresh water. Fresh water means ponds, pools, lakes, streams. Okay. Marine water ಅಂತಂದರೆ sea water. ಓಷನ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ. Moist soil means terrestrial they are. Some of them ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಕೆಲವು ಫಂಗಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ಲೈಕನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ. ನಾವು ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಥ್ಯಾಲಸ್, ಆಲ್ಗೆ ಸೈಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ದಿ ಥ್ಯಾಲಸ್ ಸೈಜ್, it varies. It varies in size. Maybe microscopic. Example, Chlamydomonas. So the thallus is made up of only one cell, unicellular. It can be seen only under the microscope. For example, Chlamydomonas. There is a diagram, refer that Chlamydomonas. And some, for example, Volvox, colonial form. Colonial form means consists of groups of cells. Colonial form. We say colony ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. For example, housing bird colony. Colony means ಕೆಲವು ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾವೆ ಅಂತ. A group of houses are there. Like that, Volvoxನಲ್ಲಿ many cells ಇದೆ. That is why we call colonial. Some plants ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇದೆ, ಫಿಲಮೆಂಟ್ ಲೈಕ್, ದಾರ ಇದ್ದಂಗಿದೆ, ಫಿಲಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸ್ಪೈರೋಗೈರಾ. ಒನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಬೈ ನೇಮ್ ಸ್ಪೈರೋಗೈರಾ. ನೀವು ನೀರು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ ಹತ್ರ ಪಾಚಿ ಬೆಳೆದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನೀರಿನ ಮೇಲಿರುತ್ತೆ, ದಾರ ಇದ್ದಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಪೈರೋಗೈರಾ. Ulothrix, also filamentous form. These are found growing in fresh waters. Other examples also there. Some of them are marine forms. Marine form means found growing in sea water or in ocean. Salt water nalli ಬೆಳೀತಕ್ಕಂಥ plants. Example, Laminaria, Sargassum, Fucus are there. The plant body of Laminaria is very big in size. We call kelps anta kariತೀವಿ ನಾವು. Okay, that's all about the size of the algae. Some algae are found growing in hot water springs. We call thermal algae. In brief, they are found in hot water anta artha. Then, how these plants, that is algae, reproduce? The algae reproduce mainly by vegetative mode of life, by vegetative method. Another method is asexual type and also reproduce by sexual method. How they reproduce? They reproduce by vegetative, asexual and by sexual method. Vegetative reproduction, how it takes place? Mainly by fragmentation. I told you, Spirogyra, a long filamentous structure. A thread ಅಂತದ್ದು ಕಟ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ each piece is a fragment. Develop into new Spirogyra. So vegetative reproduction takes place during favorable conditions also. Then asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction means during this type of reproduction gametes are not formed. What is meant by asexual? During favorable conditions, algae reproduce by vegetative methods. How the algae produce the vegetative reproductive structures called zoospores. The zoospores are motile spores. Motile means having cilia or flagella. The zoospores are always formed within the sporangium. Zoosporangium. So during asexual reproduction, zoospores are produced in the zoosporangium. When they are released outside from the zoosporangium, each zoospore develop into new plant or new organism. Okay, next, sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction usually takes place in the later stage. During sexual reproduction, the sex cells are formed. That is, male and female gametes are formed. Okay. The male gamete usually called the sperm or antherozooid. Okay. The sexual reproduction is of different types in algae. Maybe isogamous type, anisogamous type, or oogamous type. Isogamous, as the name indicates, iso means similar. Gamous means gametes. The gametes are similar. ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದೇ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮೇಲ್ ಯಾವುದು ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಸಚ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಐಸೋಗ್ಯಾಮಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ reproduction. In some algae, anisogamous type of reproduction is there. Aniso means different. The gametes formed are different in size. Male is small, female is big. Like that. So such type of reproduction we call anisogamous type of sexual reproduction. Or some algae, oogamous. The female reproductive structure is oogonium. We call oogamous type of sexual reproduction. Okay? Say for example, isogamous, very common plant is Chlamydomonas. Even in case of Spirogyra also, isogamous type of reproduction we come across. Volvox, it shows all the types. Even Chlamydomonas shows all the types, 3 types. Fucus, sargassum, shows oogamous type of sexual reproduction. Okay? So these are the characteristics of algae. Now you see the diagram. First diagram, this is A, Chlamydomonas, unicellular, having flagella. See the nucleus. Then A1, that is colonial forum, Volvox. See, many cells are there. Many cells, they are interconnected cells. And within that colony, we come across or we find what is known as daughter colony. Volvox is colonial forum, the first top diagram. the base diagram, that is Chlamydomonas. Then in this side, Chara is there. Chara. You'll come to know when we discuss the different classes. Chara, the alga growing in brackish water. And one more marine alga is there. Marine alga is there. Okay. So that's all. Thank you.